I am in Portland, Oregon at the Oregon Museum of Science and Industry. And I'm definitely excited to see the Monsters of the Abyss exhibit. This is a pretty nice way to start. The jaws of a megalodon. And they grow up to 40 foot. What they're doing in the museum, but it's loud. Oh, this one's pretty cool. 3 feet long. Oh, look at the jaws on that thing. Couple giant fish. This one would grow up to 40 foot long, and it was a filter feeder. Titanic fish. Pearson fish. And here was a predator fish. Not as big as the other one, but still pretty big. 33 feet it says. There's a Chinese giant salamander. 6 foot long. "40 feet long. Total beast mode. Six and a half feet long. This is the big one, 33 feet long. Some marine reptiles, including turtles and crocodiles, survived the mass extinction. Many bony fishes and sharks also survive to fill empty roles as apex predators. That definitely looks like a crocodile. "20 feet long. These are early wells. This one looks to be the 10-foot one. And we have a much bigger one, which is, I don't know, 30 feet. Oh, it's 40 foot. Dude's got some sharp teeth. Here's a vertebrae from a blue whale, the biggest animal ever. Dang, this is a big building. Got overhead cranes. Looks like these two are having a water rocket race. So this looks like it's all hands-on things to learn. That's gonna be an earthquake over here. Shake with the quake. That must be a steam engine. Not sure what that is. Yeah, I think it's definitely some sort of steam engine.
Good job.
It's a turbine generator.
This one's down at the end, so it's gonna weigh more.
Oh, and it is with steam. Design a rain cities, the first one. Engineer water pressure. Protect people on this coast. And the last one's build a boat. And here's the Port of Portland. We have an overhead crane and little cranes. This is pretty neat. It's all interactive. Oh, too much glare. That one's stuck. Too much glare on the glass. Oh, that's cool. Chemistry experiments. Fluorescent minerals. Okay, let's see what we get with a shortwave UV light. Oh, that's pretty cool. And we'll go with the long wave UV light. Definitely shortwave UV light for the wind. Next up are thunder eggs. Masses of rock that range in size from less than 1 inch to several feet in diameter. They have a knobby exterior of siliceous rock and a cavity filled with agate. From the outside, they appear nondescript, but when cut open and polished, they may reveal the most exquisite and colorful designs. Have some quartz and others. Amethyst at the bottom, that's beautiful. Oh, look at that one. Phantom quartz crystal. That's pretty. There's an amethyst geode. This one is mineral identification. Diamond here. Oh, look at that hematite in the back. A giant quartz crystal. Waning crescent. Third quarter. Waning gibbous. Full moon. Waxen gibbous. First quarter. And waxen crescent. Project Gemini. definitely no room in there. Oh, bummer. Not many exhibits on this side. I didn't pay for the planetarium. I did pay for a movie about sharks, so I'm gonna go watch that next. I enjoyed my visit. I spent as much time watching the movie as I did visiting the exhibits. It was about 45 minutes for the shark movie, which was pretty darn good. I'd say, I don't know, I'm struggling on a rating. If you have little kids and they like hands-on exhibits, I think it's a fantastic place. I think it's a little lacking for anyone else, you know, for the $20 admission price plus add-on for everything, $3 for a movie, you know, $6 or whatever for the submarine tour. And they did have that. I didn't show it, but they do have a submarine out there that you can go on a tour. So I skipped that part. I still enjoyed it. Now on to waterfalls, I guess. Trying to figure out what I'm gonna do next.